Every day people face the same mundane problem. Some manage to overcome it, while others simply go with the flow and accept it as it is. It creates successful individuals and destroys those who deceive themselves. Can you guess what it is? Discipline. It goes hand in hand with motivation, but for some reason, everyone thinks that without motivation, they cannot even start something. This creates a silly vicious cycle where motivation becomes a fleeting encounter with a beautiful dream that dissolves when confronted with harsh reality. For those who are familiar with phrases like "I'll start on Monday" and "I'm not motivated enough," this topic should be particularly relatable, so let's not prolong it and get straight to the point. The first point, though trivial, is still useful as knowledge before your journey. You need to take small steps towards your goal, not starting everything at once in a single day. By doing so, you only create stress for your body, which kills any desire to do something. Small changes that you get used to lead to surprisingly huge results. After some time, you will look back and realize how far you have come and how much has changed within you. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. It's only 5 to 7 calories a day, but it adds up to 5 Snickers bars or 3 pizzas in a year, and it's just walking. Everything needs to be approached gradually because the brain resists sudden changes. If you want to discipline yourself, your bad habits can hinder you while carrying out planned tasks. By programming yourself to completely forbid things, you only increase the desire to get closer to the forbidden fruit. Accept your vices and start managing them instead of desperately trying to avoid them if it's more difficult for you that way. Can't live without social media? Set a reasonable time limit for yourself for socializing, surfing, or reading interesting materials. For example, allocate 20 minutes each evening to catch up on what's happening in the world, and for complete relaxation of body and soul, have a day a few times a month when you stay in your pajamas, play video games, eat pizza with ice cream, and nobody can stop you. This is a kind of discharge for your creativity and discipline, as well as a solution to the problem of your flaws. There is also a small life hack for your lifestyle: it's motivation and commitment. Its essence is to reduce the resistance of the brain by taking a symbolic step in the desired direction, deceiving the inner lazy person. Let me explain. For example, you don't want to go to the gym, but it won't cost you anything to just put on your workout gear and lie on the couch, right? Seriously, that will be enough for you to eventually find yourself doing planks or squats. Combine the first and third points, take small symbolic steps towards your goal. For example, buy yourself sneakers, and then go to the store for vegetables. Your brain will have a program of a sequence of actions that will lead to the conclusion that since you bought sneakers, you are a sporty person, and that means you should avoid the sections with unhealthy food. Motivation is good for your self-perception. Use it wisely to achieve any tasks, from small to great. How would you react if I told you that you can work mentally for 12 hours a day without pharmacology and not burn out? There is a system created by academician V.A. Abrashev that divides the 24 hours into 3 days. The first day starts early in the morning and ends at noon. The scientist has lunch, rests, and starts the second day, which continues until 6 p.m. The third day continues from dinner until midnight. Thus, in one day, Abrashev had 3 days, and in a month 3 months. These 3 days were divided based on their difficulty. In the very first one, he would do difficult work writing scientific papers, in the second, something simpler like reviews, letters, or articles, and in the third, he would read and write science fiction novels. Additionally, the Soviet geologist had a separate box for each day. He considered the most important thing to be the organization of work. The essence is that we divide all the work into cycles, manipulating the hormone cortisol and the neurotransmitter orexin. Cortisol is a hormone that rises for most people in the morning when we wake up and slowly decreases towards the evening if you work. So, the cortisol cycle is our workday. We artificially create 3 such cycles of 4 to 4.5 hours each, and the orexin cycle lasts 1.5 hours including rest. Also, don't forget that for more activity, it's better to start the day by raising cortisol, such as with loud music, exercise, or a contrast shower. Physical activity, amino acids from protein-rich food, and simple daily planning with disciplined methods will make you much more productive. In a year, you will look back at your journey and be amazed at how much you have achieved, but for now, it's important to go slowly but surely towards the goal for greater effectiveness. Thank you all and see you soon.